In this video, we are going to see how we can customize and memorize the reports in QuickBooks, and this is the part 2. So if you haven't watched the part 1, you can find that in the complete playlist link. And also if you want to start learning the complete QuickBooks from basic to advanced free of cost on our channel on the latest software, you can find the playlist link in the description. And without wasting any time, let's get started with this video. In this video, we are going to see what most important reports can you extract from QuickBooks to properly analyze the company's position, and what are the methods with which you can customize and memorize the reports. So this is the part 2. If you have followed my training from the starting, you might have seen the first part in which we have discussed about it. We have discussed the balance sheet, trial balance, profit and loss, and other kind of customizations that we can do in reports. So let's see further. Now, as we already know that in accounting software, everything is based on journal entry at the back end. So whether you are using the invoice feature, bills, receipts, payments, whatever, it has a direct impact in the journal entry. And whenever we enter the invoice, we can just directly check that journal entry. So if we go back, let's say this is an invoice, I will go to reports and click on transaction journal to see the backend journal entry effect of that particular invoice. But what if I want to extract all the journal entries on a single page in a single report? For that, I can extract the report from here. I'll go to reports and go to accounts and taxes, and from here I can go to journal option and select this week, this month, or whatever you want to select. You can select, let's say, this month, and you can see all the complete journal entries are shown here without needing to go in each and every single ledger. So whether it's deposit, bill payment, invoice, bills, all of this can be seen in a single report. Now let's say if I want to print this, I can customize the columns. For example, if you want to increase the name column size, so what we can do is, if we go to the corner right here, you will see this 3 dots. When we hover over it, it will show you this stick sign with an indication to move left or right. So I can just hold it with my left click and then move it forward. It will increase the column size however you want. And similarly, let's say I want to see the name just after the transaction number, before the type. So what I can do is I can hold it by name. When I hold it by name with a left click, you will see this hand sign which is open right now. And when we hold the left click, it holds it. And now you can move it anywhere. You can see the arrow which is indicating where it will be dropped. So if I leave the mouse click, it will be dropped right here. So this way you can adjust the column position as well. Now let's say that you want to see the journal entry of only the invoices. So what I can do is I will go to the customized report, and from the filters, I can search for type. And here it says transaction type. I will select the invoice here and click OK. Now it's showing all the journal entries of the invoices only. Now let's say I want to apply the filter of only I want to see the invoices journal entries, and I want to extract this kind of report every single month. So I'll set it to this month. Now, obviously, whenever I want the report next time, I need to apply this filter for this month again and for invoices again, because there is no standard report for this purpose only. So instead of customizing it every single month, I can just memorize it. I will just memorize this, and I can write here journal entries, invoices, or monthly invoices, let's say. And I can save it to the memorized report group. And under the memorized report group, I can select the relevant area. In this case, since it is invoices, I can choose the customer section. And you can also share this template with others if they want the same report. They like your customization and you want to share with it. You can just share this and it will be downloaded as a template. So right now, I will just save it as a report group and click OK. And if I close this, now if I want to see this monthly report, I can just go to the reports, and these are all the standard reports. You will not find a customized report here. There is a special section for it in the memorized report group, and you will see and go to the relevant section. And from here, you can extract your report. In this case, this is journal entry for monthly invoices. So let's open this and you can see that it is already set and customized to only show the invoices and for this month only. So guys, this is how you can effectively make the use of this feature to make many other type of reports which QuickBooks doesn't offer by default, but you can make your own customizations and use it for yourself. Now let's see some additional customizations that if I go to reports and go to accounts and taxes and click on trial balance. Now I can see this trial balance, but I want to change the font size because this is too small for me, let's say. So I can customize this. I'll go to customize report and you can see these special sections. We have already seen the display and filters. Now we will see the headers and footers and fonts and numbers. So if you want to increase the size of the fonts, you can do it right here. And there are a lot of options. You can not only change the size, but the writing style as well for each and every single thing separately. You can customize the column labels, row labels, report data, company name, report titles. You can customize all of this. Now let's say I just want to change the size of it equally for all the things, whether it's heading, whether it's report data. So I will click on change font, and from here I can choose the relevant font, and let's say I only want to increase the size to 10. Click OK, and it will ask you that you want to change the all related fonts. If you want to say yes, then it's here. It will also show you this option that how do you want to show the negative numbers. Some people prefer it in parentheses. That means brackets on both sides indicates the minus sign. And with the trailing minus means minus will be shown in the end like this. Parenthesis this, normally is this, and in bright red is this. And you can also set both in parentheses and in bright red. And also if the company numbers are too big, let's say in millions or billions, they can take the commons of thousands, divide by 1,000, and they can also round the cents. So in this way, if I click OK, you will see something like this. Now my figures are not that big, so that's why it's showing only 19. 19 means 19,000. How do we know this? It's mentioned here. Accrual basis and thousands and dollars are in thousands. So each of them is in thousands. Now, if I don't want this, I can just go to fonts and numbers. If you want to revert it all, you don't like the font, you don't like the size, or any single setting you don't like, you can just revert it all back to normal by using the revert function. So click OK. So if I want to uncheck something, click OK. It's back to normal. And if I want to revert back every single thing, I will just click on revert and click OK, and it's back to normal. Similarly, in the customized report, we also have an option of headers and footers. Now you have the choice. If you want to see the company name on the top of the report, you can use this. Otherwise, you can just uncheck this. You can even customize it with the name. You can show or hide the report title or write anything with it. Subtitle, if I don't want to show that subtitle, you can just uncheck that. Date prepared, if you don't want to show time prepared report basis. If I don't want to show all of this, I can just uncheck this and click on OK. Now these are all the settings which if you like, you can continue. Otherwise, if you want to set it back to original, so you can always revert back. So that's why it's very beneficial. Just play around with it and nothing wrong will happen. Just don't worry about it. Whatever you see is a good customization and your company likes it, you can use this. Otherwise, you can just play around, and whenever you want to go back to normal, you can just click revert. So just experiment these. You will learn a lot about these customizations. Now, for example, if you want to see the details of any particular ledger, you can just simply click on this. For example, if I am on trial balance and I want to see this details of the checking account, just double click here and you can see all the details right here of transaction details by account. And similarly, this is transactions by account, right? I just explored it by double clicking it. But if I want to extract the same report, not by a particular ledger, but the overall report should be of the same type, then I can just go to accounts and taxes and click on transaction detail by account. Now I can expand the fields I want. Now let me show you the one additional feature. Let's say that I want to extract the report of the truck payments. Now if we see the truck payment, it's right here. Monthly truck payment, it says in the memo. Now if you check, the type of the filter is bill payment by check. The date is this, number is this, name of the supplier is this, and accounts payable is the ledger. That means if you use the filter of type or the ledger, it won't work because it will not extract the truck payment. That's why what we can do is we can specifically apply the filter to the memos as well. Anything which is written in the memo, we can apply the filter to that thing as well. So I'll go to customize report and click on filters, and I can write memo here, and let's write truck here to see what report it extracts. Click OK. And this is set to month to date, but if I set it to all, you can see all of the truck payments right here. Now let's see some more example. Let's say that we have this ledger report and we have the truck payments filtered applied right here. We can see all the report, but let's say that I have the debit field, I have the credit field, but I don't have, let's say, the balance field. I can hide this. If I want to hide, I can just hold this corner and meet it with the other one. So let's say the report is like this and you want to see this additional balance field. So if you want to get rid of any particular field, what I can do is just hide it like this, or otherwise you can customize from here as well. And also we can add some separate fields. I can go to customize report, and from here you can search for columns. Let's say balance here. So I can select this, check this. And also if I want to remove this class field because it's not used, you can just uncheck this, and if we click OK, you will see the customization. I have the balance field right here, and I have this extra field removed from here. Now if you want to trace all of these transactions for the audit trail purpose, you want to see when it is entered on what time or what date, you want to see the details of the entry. So I can just customize the report and I can just add the entered and last modified as well. Last modified by as well. You can see the user as well. So click OK. So since this is a sample company, all of this is entered by the admin, and you can see the entered and last modified by as well. Now here is my fully customized report, which is let's say a truck report, and I want to save this. I don't need to do this customizations over and over again. What I can do is just fully customize this and click on memorize to save this. And let's say this is a truck report, right? I can save it in the memorize report group, and let's save it to accountant or company, whatever you want. Click OK. And now let's say if I want to extract the report, I'll go to the memorize report group, and from here I'll go to company and click on truck report. Here is the fully customized report that we just saved. Now we can do some more customizations as well. Let's extract this same truck report. I'll go to the memorize report group and go to company and click on truck report. So let's say if I want to take the print of it, but I can see here transaction detail by account. I want to change this title to monthly truck report. I can easily do this. Just go to the customized report and go to headers and footers, and you can change the report title to monthly truck report. Click OK. And here we have the customized report. Now if I want to save this and replace with the current report, I can just simply memorize this and click on replace here. It will replace the old report with this new one. Alright, now another very interesting and very important feature of QuickBooks is, for example, you want to see the report of any particular item, any particular account, any particular customer, and you don't know how to extract this. For example, let's see if I go to items and services, and let's say I want to extract the framing labor report, but I don't know how to extract this. So what I can do is just right click here and simply go to the quick report. Now this is the feature that is available in every single ledger, every single customer, every single chart of account. Wherever you want to extract the report for one particular item, you can just use this feature, quick report. You can see the framing labor details for all the entries, and if you want to see it for all months, you can just customize this. And let's see some other examples. Let's say this is countertop. I'll just right click, go to quick report, and here is the report. If you want to see this month or all, you can see the details here. Similarly, let's say I want to extract the report, same kind of report for any particular ledger right here. For example, prepaid insurance. I'll just right click here and I again have the quick report to extract with this particular ledger only. And you can see in the title that this report is filtered just for the prepaid insurance. Let's see some more example. For example, this one, right click, quick report, and you can see all the details. Now, if you want to go to directly to the entry and you want to see and extract how this 110 was entered, just double click here and you can see and go in the details. If you ultimately want to go in this entry, this was the detail shown right here. But if you click on this type or account of any entry, just double click it to go in the journal entry. Now using the same method, let's say I want to extract the details for the customers. I can select this any customer, and let's say this one, right click and click on quick report. You will see all the details. Just customize it by all, right click on this customer, quick report, and you can see all the details like this. Same goes for vendor, inventory, chart of accounts, each and everything. Now I'll ask you one question. Since we have learned all of this feature, let me ask you one question. For example, I want to extract the particular report for this vendor. Right click on quick report, and you will see the complete report. If you want to see with all dates, you can see and customize here. But I can see here debit and credit only. I want to see balance field also, because I'll then print this report. So how can I add this balance field? That's right. I can add this with customize report. And from here, we will select this area and write here balance and check this. Now it's open balance feature, but still, let's say I want to add this. There is no other field right here. It's only showing the open balance. So it's showing right here. Now one more question is, if I want to move it to the end, how will I move it? I will just hold it with the center on the heading where it shows the hand sign, and just hold it with the left click and move towards right, and just drop it wherever you want to place it. So guys, this is how you can customize all the reports in QuickBooks to work efficiently, which can save you a lot of time. So just practice this by yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.